Amici di Radiofonica Esterni Interni, buongiorno. Anche oggi siamo in esterna, e proprio in esterna definitiva, perché qua siamo in questo rooftop, sempre ai Febbia Festival, e ringraziamo sempre Febbia. We talk in English as well, like yesterday, because we're gonna breathe our international breathing, because today we're gonna interview the Perdurabo, a group, Italian group with Davide. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And you cooperate with drummer Jörg Veren. So hello. And so we would like to ask you first for this kind of event how your cooperation starts at Airborne and how Perdurabo and Jörg Veren from Apparat could stay together and make music together.
Okay. It's like a long question to answer, but what can I say is that we started playing together like 5-6 years ago, I think. Yeah. And not for Perdurabo. So Perdurabo arrived later. I started alone. I was making music by myself, and we had another project called Component that is still not released. So it's like sort of we have the whole album ready, but we still didn't release. And I mean, now it's like second playing this project, but I'm still working to release this music. Anyway, this is like how it began. We met in a Apparat backstage in Turin, and we just decided to make music later. And so now I think we started officially playing together for Perdurabo like 1 year ago, more or less. It was a huge festival in Italy near Cuneo, between Cuneo and Turin, and I just felt that it was not enough to be alone on stage. I'm not a DJ. I don't start as a DJ. I start as a musician. I always play in band, and so I like interaction on stage. I mean, electronic music can be cool, but I think that it's like I'm not properly into DJing or like being alone with my push and Ableton. It's not my stuff, you know. And I remember the feeling I had with Component with Jörg, and we were yet together, so yeah, it started like that, quite spontaneously.
Okay, so you started just like 1 year ago with Leave Me Outside, the first single, and then now we Miss You More with the front band of Breton. How was to change to start with them and then work with Jörg, what are the difference, and where are you moving to? Where this project with Jörg is moving to?
It's like Leave Me Outside was the first song I composed. Not probably the first. I mean, after this Component session we did in Berlin was March 2000. I don't remember. Anyway, like more or less 5 years ago. And I moved again to Italy, and I sort of made one after another like 10 or 15 tracks. And this one was one of the most powerful I had at the time. So now I like it, but I feel I'm moving in a different way. And after this, Miss You More, as you told, I think it's more powerful. But the main problem was that this music was composed by myself. Okay. So all the drums are samples, even samples of Jörg, but they are cutted and put together, and it's not properly where I want to go, you know, as you told. So that's why we started playing together. And when I'm on stage and we are on stage together, there's much more power, but really much more power, and we can involve the audience much more, of course. And so now we are working on an album together, and so these are still, the gig previews of all this work. I signed with a label in London, and we are working to release the first single, then will be a second one, and in 2018 is planned the whole album. And we are working in this way, to have more organic sound, and the drums are real and not sampled. Okay. They are really played. We did a session in Bassano, in this very good studio, and recorded drums, real drums. No, they did.
So, good luck for your album, so your album. And I'll ask to you, I would ask to Jörg, I'd like to ask you, what did you attract from Davide and Perdurabo stuff, and what make you convinced to change your projects and go to Perdurabo as well, and which is the difference between apparat, so the electronic way they work with the label as well, because apparat has a label, the shit catapult. So mute, yeah, awesome. Okay, and I would like to ask you about the creative process with Davide about achieving your sound. How do you achieve your sound?
I know Davide since 5 years. Kind of that, and now I know him for a long time, and now it's a kind of friendship. Mm-hmm. And he always asks me, hey, can you do something on drums on that track and on that track? And I was okay. Send me stamps, and I tried something and I sent him back, and he puts his stamps and use it in his tracks. So and now then there was a question. Hey Jörg, we have a concert in Cuneo.
Yeah,
the first concert Cuneo, and would you like to come to Cuneo? And, why not Italy? Nice food, coffee, excellent. Yeah, of course. And we now we play. Yeah, it's a good experience also. Yeah, to play with Davide and also with Apparat.
I would like to ask you last question, Davide, about the name, because it's kind of not strange, but powerful name. Latin Perdurabo, as you know, it was it's about I will endure to the end. So it's just about the symbolize of endurance and strength, or there is something more? Because I read something actually. I don't know. I think you know about magical mottos and Aleister Crowley. So there is something symbolized occultism or something like that, and or is just a symbol? And if you can explain to the public, to the audience as well.
Yeah, of course, Perdurabo comes from Aleister Crowley, but I didn't want to take inspiration of really this part of occultism or what it did. It was more like I liked some aspect of his life, you know, more the creative ones than the negative ones. You know, I'm not into occultism so much. But the thing I really liked of this Perdurabo, it's that it's a magical motto. That there were really many magical mottos, you know, not only Perdurabo. And Perdurabo, it's something that was, you know, connecting on my mood in the time, you know, because to be a musician today, it can be easy for many things, you know, because you have internet, you have connection. Like, for example, me and Jörg, we not all the time, but often we work with internet, you know. So through Skype and connecting, it's very, very easy. You can put your music on Facebook, you can put your photos on Instagram. It looks like really people is following you, but probably it's not like that, you know. Okay. So at the end of the day, you just see your results and you end up with nothing in your hands, you know. So the first thing you have to do as a musician is to believe in what you're doing. And this is the hardest part. It's much more easy playing than to believe. Because when you are sort of, you know, done, famous, people knows you, it's not easy, but it's easier because you have your audience. Today it's difficult to build your audience. And Perdurabo was exactly that. It's like, I will endure to the end. I will keep strong. I will believe until the end. And, you know, after being part of a band for many years, you're just a little part of a big machine, a huge machine. And I finally was alone. And I had to believe in what I do. And I'm still doing. And I hope that this motto will bring luck in a way, you know?
Of course. So, thank you for this interview, and I will wish you to endure till the end, and so to have your own life as with the next album and whatever it comes. Thank you, Jörg, as well. Ringraziamo Perdurabo e amici, siamo qua sempre al Sant'Efebo, quindi se stasera, anche oggi sabato, volete venire alle Febbia Festival, saremo molto grati di avervi qua. E sempre in nome della musica vi salutiamo. Ciao, grazie a tutti. Da Esterni inTerni qui è tutto. Da Locomotiva, ciao ciao.